From stage to the big screen, Sting and Honey's This Bird of Dawning. It's a nativity and it's heading to theaters. Joining me now to share more on the project are actors Rain Tanner and Liberty Miller, my two girls.
Hi.
Okay, I know you both so well. We've worked at Sting and Honey for years all together, and I have to say that This Bird of Dawning I have seen you all put on for years now. It's been a tradition with the theater company for how long, Rain?
So we actually started it back at the Waterford School in 2008. So it's been going on about 15 years now. I've been in it for probably 5-6 years, Liberty also. But I've seen it a million times. I've been in it a million times. And it's just a great show. It's an awesome show to do this time of year. It always brings like that kind of like Christmas spirit into the month of December for sure.
I was so shocked when I first saw it with how stunning it is. And you've never seen the nativity told like this. Liberty, how would you describe it?
I mean, there was a review a couple of years ago that I think explained it perfectly. It almost feels like still lifes or paintings. We always, explain it as the nativity told through poetry and mask. So we're all wearing blank white masks, but the way we move our bodies and the poetry and music that is kind of playing over just evokes such emotion. It's just beautiful. It's breathtaking.
And if you are a theater and arts lover, if you've never seen something done in masks, it's really so unique and so special. And it's interesting because the masks are the same, but you swear they start to move because they do take on these different characters. Some of the words, too, in the poetry have stuck with me forever. Rain, this is a tradition for families. They go year after year. Why do you think that?
I think that it's just one of those shows that really, it is like a nativity piece. It's a piece that lots of people, especially here in Utah, are really connected to and really care about. This story of Mary and Christ. But it's also just really, really beautifully done in a way that I think really anyone could appreciate, like the beauty of the movement and of the dance and of just the meaning behind it, of like the love that you feel between everyone on stage and everyone who's a part of it. It's a really beautiful piece.
It is just so gorgeous. And here's the really special thing that's happening this year. You all spent the last year having this professionally filmed. So you're seeing that the way it's shot and edited. And Liberty, we can now see this at the Megaplex now starting Friday through the first half of December. Talk about putting this behind a camera. How did you go about this after being live on stage?
I mean, it was definitely a bit of a challenge, but we were obviously up to that challenge. I think we all know how important this piece is. Whether or not you're Christian, there's something about it that just allows it helps you remember the spirit of Christmas and the reason for the season. But we all met in the studio in Orem, and we shot for 2 days, I think it was.
2-3 days.
Yeah, 2 or 3 days. But, it was interesting to kind of find that translation between a black box theater versus a studio where it's much smaller and we're working with different angles, and we had the ability to shoot things from a different perspective than you would if you're just sitting in the audience watching it, as it were, performed on a stage. So it was really amazing to kind of shoot and then reshoot from different angles, and I'm excited to see how that translates onto the big screen.
I was just going to ask if either of you have seen a sneak peek yet.
I've seen a few sneak peek clips that are very exciting. It's just stunning. It's really, really, really beautiful, and I'm so proud to have been a part of it. And like Liberty said, it was so cool to be able to do it in that studio and to be able to like kind of really move into certain moments and really like capture those moments where when you're in front of a live studio audience, you have to just let every moment pass as it does. And with the film, we're able to kind of like capture every moment in a really special way.
Well, I can't believe the quality, although I'm not surprised because it's Sting and Honey, so it's always top notch, and I know how much work the company has put into this. So Friday is the premiere. This is opening in Megaplex theaters, and this is from Ogden to Salt Lake to Orem, so hop online. You can also visit stingandhoney.org for more information, and you have just the next couple of weeks to catch it in the theater. Oh, I am so proud of you both and excited to come and cheer you on Friday. Gorgeous.
Yay.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.